what is required to construct a geometry? What's required to construct mathematics?
Forget about Euclidean geometry.
Yeah, you just need to forget about Euclidean geometry. The stuff which you use.
Yeah, go ahead.
Axioms.
Axioms.
But these hypotheses or conjectures come straight from these definitions and axioms. So what you need to set up is these definitions and axioms. You come up with hypotheses and conjectures, and then you try and prove them, right? We're going to be in a slightly more familiar world to you than the taxi cab world or the spherical geometry world. We're going to be on a Euclidean plane, on a two-dimensional Euclidean plane, but the only objects I'm giving you are lines, are straight lines. Okay, so all we have is a two-dimensional Euclidean plane. And straight lines. Okay, and so you kind of understood what this world is, right? So it's just basically a bunch of straight lines on a plane, no circles, nothing. So you guys have come up with the definition of straight lines, right? What are they?
The shortest distance between 2 points.
Okay, so the shortest distance. Okay, so let's stick to straight lines, but let's have two types of straight lines. Okay, one is a straight line which is finite in length, so what you would call a line segment, but let's call it a finite straight line, and an infinite straight line. Okay, so these are the two possible objects you have, and your world might be finite. It might be a finite plane, like a piece of paper, or an infinite plane. Okay, so now we have to decide all of these things as we go along. And so the question that we are interested in is, given n lines, actually let me ask you, given 4,575 lines, and what we want is each line to intersect with another line 26 times. Okay, so no line should intersect with any other line less than 26 times or more than 26 times. Okay, so now the question is, one, can you create this? Is it possible to create it? So to say that's possible, you have to either construct it for me or prove that for me. Okay, so this looks a little bit tough.
Yeah,
so let's
number-wise
Generalize. We just simplify it.
Okay, so you want to take an example rather than
yeah.
Okay. Let's go through a bunch of examples. Okay, so give me some examples. Give me what you want to try out.
2 and 5.
Yeah,
5 and 2.
5 and 2, 10 and
6.
Five.
5
She said
lines.
5 and she said 2 and 5 first, right?
so 3 of you, 4 of you till here, 3 of you till here, so 3 of you and 4 of you together. And do it with different colors. Try and do it with
do the same point of view at one point very we need 7 distinct points.
No, it's not possible.
Yeah.
Suppose you arrange all the other lines, you take one line, cutting all of them.
Is it understand?
So you want to take a line with length 7 points? Possible. And then superimpose all of them. But I don't think you can measure distance with lines.
Guys, do we have to do something?
Yeah.
Zero?
It has to be.
Okay. So, can you guys prove this? This.
This is a conjecture, right?
Yeah, this is a conjecture.
Madhav can
Yeah.
if we consider one line, we have the proof that two lines intersect in one point.
So, okay. So we got this line. You said 2 lines intersect
In one point.
Yeah.
So if we consider 5 lines and there is one line, so we have more 4 lines. So they
There are 4 lines there. Yeah.
So they intersect in at most 4 points.
So each of these lines can intersect at most 1 point.
1 point each.
Yeah.
No, 4 points each, right? 1 point.
What you guys have kind of done is you conjectured something and you proved it earlier, and then you use that conjecture to prove something else, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you did. Are all of you personally happy
Make
with the
that
proof?
previous conjecture as a baseline.
Yeah. So are all of you guys happy with this proof first?
Yes.
So you proved this, but you used another theorem, so which should become a theorem to prove it. Somewhere. So to prove it, and this is how kind of maths works. You have these axioms, you prove something from that, and then you have these bunch of theorems which you prove from the axioms, and you prove things from those. And this is how all of maths works. Not just this. Okay, so can we go about these examples a little more systematically rather than random? Okay, so let's go about it a little bit
So
more.
the
So what about
Yes, 3 and 1.
Oh yeah.
so we're not going to take 2 and 2, right? Okay,
No.
it is not possible to accept that.
3 and 1.
This is not finite.
Yeah, it does happen.
So let's do this. So can you guys same groups 3, 4, 3, 4 and
Okay, 4 to 7.
okay, so just work with it.
No.
Five is not possible.
5, 2 is not possible.
Every line has got 2. Trust you to do that.
Yeah, but 5 and 3 is possible.
In the sense,
Conjecture.
oh my god, you guys are killing your words. Yeah, 3 to. So basically, we should. Again, like actually, we can sit and prove all possible lines.